And I'm just going to start you guys right at the dungeon. Melissa's making she's got a Fey fighter and a Fey wizard.
Okay.
You just make whatever you want, because one of the goals of this game is there shouldn't be any kind of quote unquote normal party composition. You guys should just be able to come to the table without even talking to each other about what you made. Sit down, play, and it shouldn't be, oh, well, you didn't have a healer, so now we're dead, or no, we didn't have a tank and a DPS.
If it's all right, I think I'll just play the dwarf fighter I had last week.
That's fine. So we got 2 fighters and a wizard. We'll see how this pans out. Oh, and then one other thing is, did you want me to, that monster of the week, did you want me to run it through InDesign and kind of make it all, give it a layout, make it look nice, or? Because that won't take too. I mean, it depends on if you have an example of someone else's monster of the week stuff that I could use, that shouldn't take too long.
I don't have an example. There isn't a whole lot of adventures for it.
Oh. If there's an example of someone doing an adventure layout that you do like, though, I could still kind of look at that as kind of what you're envisioning. Or if you just want to draw out some boxes, put the text here and stuff here, then that gives me an idea of how to arrange it, then I can just use that.
Okay. I'll go take a look for see what I can find.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of do what I did. One of the first images of this, it's going to be a overgrown ziggurat in the middle of a swamp that you heard about at some nearby town, rumored to be inhabited by lizard folk, which strangely have all kinds of gems and gold, gem-encrusted gold artifacts, ripe for the stealing because they're lizard people and they don't have any rights, and they're ugly, which makes them evil.
Lizard people, you give them too much credit. I remember when we still called them lizard men.
They're lizard persons. They use the pronouns his, her, zerb, z. That's neither here nor there. So you've left the town. You've trekked through an overgrown, tangled, dark forest, trudged through a brackish, fetid, foul-smelling swamp, and you finally found one of them. And it squats in the middle of a thankfully shallow swamp. The stones has been eroded. You can see glyphs on it that have faded over time. There are vines crawling all over it. There are old crumbling statues. It is dark, and it is very silent. There are it's very much an Aztec-looking ziggurat. Square set of stairs leading up to it. Stairs are cracked and broken in numerous places, and there's you can see just a covered chamber at the top of it.
Well, it looks like we're going up to the chamber, right?
Like the reverse of the dungeon. We're going to start at the top.
Well, you on the ziggurat, you don't see any other entrances or openings near the on the actual steps of it. So the only way to go from what you can see is up.
Well, up we go.
Is the stairway? Are the stairs short enough for my stubby dwarven legs?
They're you gotta strain a little harder than I'm gonna put Melissa on the spot. What is your Fey fighter's name?
Vanilla.
Damn.
Bam.
What's your Fey wizard's name?
Janella? I don't
Aha!
have one for that one. May.
That is acceptable.
May
So
the Fae. I knew I could make or.
so I guess you have to strain more than Fenella, the actually named character. They're quite wide. You'd imagine that long ago, before the white man came and drove the lizard folk out of the swamp, that they might have had whole processions going up these stairs, 4 or 5 feet people wide, as they performed all sorts of horrible sacrifices. Horrible, primitive sacrifices.
What exactly are you saying?
That they were primitive and civilization was good for them.
Okay.
So, who's going first?
I will.
Rather, what's your marching order, I should say. So we got
Wizard in the back.
Dwarf fighter.
And then elf fighter.
Elf fight. It's side by side or behind?
Make them side by side.
And then the wizard will hang really far back?
No.
Oh. Huh?
No, I mean.
Okay, so May the Fae is going to keep a little bit of distance behind you, but not too far. You ascend the steps, and you get to the covered chamber. There are multiple windows carved into the walls, and there's these weird snake-like idols kind of set in the windows. And in the middle of the room is it's a snake-like altar or idol, I should say, that's looming over what's obviously a sacrificial altar covered in blood.
Fresh?
Well, you're not close enough to see. You want to get closer to
do we
it?
hear or see anything around us up at the top there?
Do you indeed?
You
Go ahead and roll
perception, you
Yeah.
say? Perception plus, or is it just perception?
you got to roll plus, I guess, intellect.
Hmm. 7.
You don't hear anything.
Okay.
What about? Oh, what's your dwarf's name? Angus.
Yeah.
Okay, what's Angus doing?
Are we in the thing on the top of the pyramid?
Yeah, we haven't gotten close enough to the bloody.
Yeah. I'm assuming that you walked up the stairs. You're in the entrance of the room, and this is what you've seen. You haven't actually walked into you're at the threshold. I'm assuming you're kind of not roll up to the snake statue and start headbutting it or anything.
No, but I walk up to the sacrificial altar and check and see if the blood is fresh.
It's not fresh, but it doesn't look like it's not fresh, but it's not particularly old either.
So it's still red and turned brown?
It's more of a blackish color.
I get dried.
No, it's you don't think that the color was originally red.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe lizard folk blood.
They're black blood.
I would like my wizard to examine the snake statue looming over it.
Okay. So while she's examining that, what is Fenella doing?
I guess looking at what he's looking at.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out, I guess, too.
Okay, then give me another perception roll.
Okay. Boom. That is a 5.
Okay, so you guys are examining it when you hear that like the slightest scraping noise, and you turn around just as a lizard folk wielding this spear is bringing it down. He's stabbing at Vanilla.
At me?
Yeah.
Or my fighter?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my. Well then, I would like to dodge that. Or does she know it?
Yeah, you can still try to well, yeah, you can dodge or use your might to block it. It's your call.
I'll use my might. Okay, and that's included in my armor, or is it?
Yeah, your armor applies.
Okay,
See if you get the first wound of the night.
not likely. 13 or 10.
Okay, you
It's the
managed
top. Sorry, my
to
bad.
you managed to dodge out of the way just in time, and it jabs a spear into the altar. And you see one that's sneaking up. Like while you guys are looking at that one, you see one behind Angus that's getting ready to stab at him.
My wizard will blast it.
Okay.
Oh.
Not gonna shout a warning to him.
That'll be the warning.
Okay. You guys have a complex, series of signals. When the wizard shoots magic, that means there's something.
13.
Okay. What does your magic look like, by the way?
Good question. Maybe like an opalescence. It's kind of shimmery and white. Like an opal. It has all the colors in it, but it's white. Yeah.
Okay, so that blasts into it. You do hit it. And then there is one more by the door that shoots a blow dart at your wizard.
Oh, hold on.
I put myself in between.
You're gonna like jump in the way.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a might plus. Well, if you're just gonna get in the way and block it, then that would be might plus armor.
Okay.
Or no, wait, you're trying to run there. I guess since you're trying to run there in time, let's do might plus athletics.
At the blow dart one?
He's trying to jump in the way of it.
7.
7? That is just enough. So you dive in the way, and the needles harmlessly plink off your armor. So I guess now what's Vanilla doing?
Is there still one by me?
Yeah, he's pulling the spear out, and he's getting ready to come at you again.
Well, I'll attack him. For 16.
That's another hit.
I got both 8s on my d8s, so.
He hisses at you and he lunges at you again.
Well, I will endure it. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah, you're trying to block it then.
Yeah. 8.
Okay, that's good enough. Angus.
Yeah.
There's a spear one coming at you, and the blowgun one is reloading his blowgun.
Okay. Can I attack the one with the spear while still remaining between blowgun guy and the squishy wizard?
Yeah, well, I guess if you just kind of hold your ground, the spear guy will come at you again. So yeah, you can try to do both, but it'll be a little hard to try to if you're trying to keep the wizard safe. If he targets the wizard, it'll be a little harder than usual, but you can still try to do both.
Okay.
So the difficulty to block it will be a couple points higher than usual.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to attack the spear guy when he comes in.
Okay. Yeah, he rushes at you. Actually, he's trying to get around you to the wizard because the wizard shot him. That's what he's doing. So you can intercept him.
Yeah.
And chop at him.
Yeah. He is, 11.
Okay. You cut him down.
He's dead?
Yeah. They only have 2 wounds, so you cut him down. And then the blowgun one, he shoots at the wizard again. So if you want to try to keep her safe, then give me another.
Can't I shoot at it before it shoots at me?
Well, he's.
Oh, okay.
So.
Give you a what?
Give me another. I guess this will be might plus. It could be might plus armor, since
Okay.
you don't have to run. You don't have to run very far.
Hmm. What's the shield add?
Shield adds 1d6.
All right, 9.
Just enough.
Excellent.
May.
I'll shoot at it.
Okay.
10.
That's a hit. There's one more little folk, and he's jabbing at Vanilla again.
Then do I dodge it or do I hit him?
Well, it's up to you how you want to handle that. If you want to block it or dodge it.
I'll block it. Oh, wait. Six.
That he hits you.
Can I hit him back?
Yeah.
Okay.
He grazes you with his spear.
That angers me. 7.
That's a hit. You cut him down too.
Yeah. And the last is blowgun guy.
He runs. He flees.
Can May try and hit him before he?
Yeah. You can try to blast him again.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6. Sorry, that's 6.
Yep, that's a hit. So he turns around to flee, and then May just blows him up.
Yes.
And he just goes like flying down the. And he does the Wilhelm scream for some reason.
He does the what?
The Wilhelm scream as he falls down the stairs. It's all quite confusing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So that was 3 lizard folk and only 1 wound. Not bad.
Oh, we have like 2 fighters and
Yeah, actually.
pretty darn powerful wizard here. So, is there look like there's any switches anywhere around that statue?
Give me an intellect plus. I think there's a search skill. There's a perception skill. I'm thinking if you're gonna have to use perception or search.
Right.
Perception. Or I'd also allow religion.
Yeah. I'll have the wizard do it.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, my bad. I got a 11.
Okay. So you're looking at the writing on there, and you realize that there's no switch on here. It only opens if the altar has blood.
I take one of the lizard folk I chop down and put them on.
Okay.
And maybe slice an artery.
Okay. So blood flows in various channels in the altar, and then you see the altar. There's a hissing noise as you see like a cloud of like almost like steam or mist shoot out of the snake's mouth, and the altar slides open, revealing a set of stairs underneath it.
Well then, forward. I step down the stairs.
Hold on, Melissa is AF table, away from table. I'm guessing she's gonna, because the stairs are wide enough where two of you can go side by side. I mean, three of you actually could do it if you wanted everyone to be there. But I'm assuming you want the wizard to be in the back.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just say this. So, you and Fenella take the lead. You march down the stairs, and it's pitch black down here.
I'm a dwarf. Can I see?
No, dwarves. I didn't give them I didn't give any of the races really night vision.
Okay.
Like that. But everyone starts with like an adventuring kit, so you would have torches.
I like one.
Okay. So down in here, you immediately see that there's like something shimmering on the floor to the left and the right of the door, and you realize that there are still pools of water, and out of the water are standing a pair of lizard folk statues. They're holding shields that look like they're made of shells, and these alligator clubs. So they're just like clubs, like square blades set in them.
Okay.
And they're very clearly statues. They're just flanking the door as you go down, and they're standing in the middle of these pools. And then you can see that if you walk past the pools, so it's like this.
Maybe use a different color.
Yeah. I'll use green, the color of money. So
Gonna say grass.
all right, and then there's these two pools. Statues are standing in it, and then it goes left and right. Can you see this, John? It looks like a weird little fake. It might be too close.
The camera lost focus.
Oh, can you see it now? Oh.
Yeah.
Looks like a angry T. And actually, this is the stairs you came down.
Okay.
So what are you doing in here? The walls are, there's vines and other roots that are kind of pierced into the walls. There's cracks everywhere, like maintaining.
You said it was
Hold
in
on.
regular water?
You just sound like a robot there for a minute.
Robot voicing. Do I
Still
sound normal now?
Now, yeah.
Dang it. Oh. How about now?
That was good until like the second letter of now.
Well, I will talk and let me know when I don't sound robot-y.
You're good now.
Scotch.
Aren't you
So,
worried?
did you say this is?
Aren't you worried about those drawings like permanently staining the mat?
Not really. Like I've actually had a bad history of gaming mats where when I would play at people's houses, like I was the guy that had all the minis, all the tiles, all the mats and stuff. So I would bring like a tackle box of minis and stuff to whoever was hosting the game, and no matter what, and I didn't have any Sharpies, but invariably whoever's house I was at, they would. And I would even bring my own pens, but they would always have a Sharpie for some reason to the table, and they would always Sharpie on the mat. And so I've got like a couple mats here that are like, one of them is ruined because one of them was like, I can get a Sharpie out of a mat. And so he did some kind of weird alcohol thing, and he just destroyed part of the mat. And so basically I just, I rarely use them anymore. But if they go bad, I just go to the store and get a new one. I just do it once or twice a year.
This looks a little better.
But yeah, because I've seen it stain before, and I just kind of give up.
Sometimes we get mini paint on it.
Yeah, this one's got some stains from painting minis on
No oil on it.
it. Yeah.
Get some gaming paper. It's way cheaper than one of those mats, and you can just throw it out.
I've bought one of those. Not because of the price, but because I had a whole big dungeon, and so I bought a roll of it, and I used it all in one game because I drew the dungeon ahead of time, all the floors of it, and I just plowed through it, and I was like, this is a good idea, but then I had to keep ordering it and waiting for it, and I kind of was like, whatever, I'm not going to do that anymore. But yeah, I've used this stuff before, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say.
I generally just use a piezo flip mat because even if you do use a Sharpie on it, it won't be. You can get it out.
I have some flip mats. I thought
I never saw.
Oh.
My problem
Sorry,
with
didn't
them
mean to-
was
I just noticed the same drawing on there from the last time. I was like, oh wow. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, we don't really keep them off very often.
well, I don't use them a whole lot. Like when I run Dungeon World, like I won't even. I drew the ship on there because I was like, I better just draw this little diagram just to make sure people can see it. But I used to, when I ran D&D games, like from 3rd edition, I would draw out the dungeon as they were exploring it, and it was cool, but then it became time consuming, and so when my last 4th edition campaign, I stopped doing maps entirely, and we would just play on a little table. And then Dungeon World, that plays kind of how I was running 4th edition D&D anyway, so I just kept rolling with it. But this is more of like like a kid style game, so I think kids would like maps and stuff, so that's why I kind of did this.
So I figured
Break it out. So
like do it the right way so we could actually do it.
I like have an actual scale.
Yeah.
I got like 3 floors. It's huge. I mean, it's not huge. It's just So you got the angry T again. You got the little statues in the water. It's glaring at you.
So it's in actual water.
Well, there's 2 little square pools of water,
Mhm.
and there's 2 lizard folk statues. They're clearly statues, but they look like they're carved like a warrior would be, and they look like they're in better shape than the ones outside. But there's still signs of wear.
I was just making sure it's water, right?
Well, I mean, it could be acid, but
I throw a rock in.
It's clear.
Yeah, you can see that it's clear with your torch. You can see the bottom of it.
Okay.
You throw a rock in there, and it does, it splashes.
Good.
Gets in
Nothing
your eyes and
happens
your-
to the rock.
No, but the water splashes in your eyes and blinds you permanently
Well,
because it is acid. No, it's not acid.
I was just making sure. So right or left?
Left.
All right,
Always
hold
go
on.
left.
Oh shit! I drew the wrong section.
Oh.
That's cool. Well, I'll need this in a second anyway. So let's just go over here really quick. We're gonna go over here. So it's actually not much different than the way you guys were, because there's no pools of water. But it is a right or left issue.
So left.
Okie dokie. So you go left. And you can see it's a short hallway, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 30-ish feet long. And at the edge of your torchlight, you can see there's an object glinting on what looks like a recessed alcove.
A glint. That could be treasure. I go and look.
So you're gonna walk over and try to pick it up.
I'm not gonna try and pick it up. I'm greedy. I'm not foolish.
When you walk in the hallway, about at the halfway point, the floor collapses underneath you.
No.
So, and it it collapses, it falls away, and there is a pit full of stone spikes at the bottom. So give me a athletics and agility check to try and jump
Out, like on the
to
stone.
quick enough to quickly jump away.
Or at least grab onto the ledge or something.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Snake eyes.
Oh, so yeah, you take a wound.
Ouch.
I mean, you're not impaled on him or anything.
Is
You
it the whole floor across?
it's a section of floor, like they kind of assumed.
Oh, most people go.
Well, they would see and walk toward it, but they'd be careful. But so they kind of put it near the midway point. That way, if you walk toward it a little bit, you'd still trigger it. So it's not too deep. It's it's typical 10-foot deep pit, as pits are universally are. So what are Fennel and May doing?
I guess May's gonna stay back more near the corner. I guess Fenella will go around the sides and check for any more traps.
That will be a intellect perception.
Okay. Ooh, 10.
She doesn't see any.
Okay, any more?
Yeah.
What was this again?
It's a glinting object in an alcove.
Oh, okay. I will go over and see exactly what it is.
It looks like a kind of a canopic jar, but there aren't many flecks of. It looks like it's stone with a couple flecks of gold in it.
Okay. I want to look in the jar.
Okay. You open it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm cursed. I get it.
No, a cloud of like a green spores poofs out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me might and athletics.
Okay.
Good thing I'm down in this pit.
It came out of the jar.
Wow.
9.
Yeah, you managed to. You cough, but you're still fine.
Yeah.
Well played. Well played. But there's nothing in it. It's just like mold spores inside.
Oh, okay. That's it.
So, Angus, you can crawl out of the pit, and then there's enough around the edge where you could walk around the pit. They probably made it that way so they could slide around and they could, that way they wouldn't trigger the trap when they walk in the hallway. So you can get out of the pit. When you look at the canopic jar, you realize that it's worthless. It's the flecks in there. They're not really. It's basically a shiny metal, obviously made to look like tantalizing from a distance. But if you would have seen it, like this is useless.
Okay.
I mean, maybe a save by it just as a curiosity, but not you won't get anything major for it.
Right. So this is a dead end. Otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what you can tell, you don't see any other entrances or anything out of here.
Well, I guess we're going right now.
Yeah. I concur.
The what?
He concurs.
Oh, okay. So you go around this way, and you hit another. You walk around, you hit another set of stairs that goes down, and that's actually when you get to the angry tea
okay, so now
floor.
we're here.
Yes.
All right. Left or right? Always go left, huh?
Okay. When you go left, there is another. It angles around again, and you can see that there's another statue in the distance. Well, it's about 15, 20 feet away from you.
I will check for traps with my wizard.
Okay. Same thing as before.
Jeez. 3.
You don't notice the traps.
Oh. Wait, the
I
traps?
mean, you don't notice any of the traps.
Mm-hmm. You're going to get rid of a trap now, aren't you? Well, so how far away is the statue?
Well, I guess I'll draw the whole thing. I guess I'm
Darn right.
forced to
Yep, absolutely.
slave away over this table. And so the statue. There's two statues.
What?
There's two statues
Did you
now.
say trap?
I did not say any
The
such thing.
Statue.
The statue.
Oh, right. They're right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
These ones look like they're geometric, like squared snakes coil about on themselves.
Oh, weird.
And there's a set of stairs that lead down beyond them.
Well, it looks like we can go around the bend before going down.
Right.
The idea of leaving something unexplored on this level going. So we should do that.
So when you go around that corner, you come into a large rectangular room. There's a stone walkway that goes to the middle of the room, and at the edge there are channels of water. These are also still, and there are 4 statues in here, but they look like fatter lizard folk just kind of sitting. And you can see that there's a collection of bones, mostly fish, snake, alligator, like just kind of piled around the statues. Some of it's in the water. It smells pretty bad in this room.
Is there any other doors?
There's the past opportunities are on this way.
Oh, so might.
Yeah, that's what you would assume.
Well, do you want to go back to the stairs then?
Wait. What's the room look like?
I'll just draw.
We need to draw every time we turn a bend. That's right.
The rest of the dungeons, it's a straight road. So you got, and it's wider than this. You guys can walk through it. It's the scale's not right, but there's water along the edges. There's 4 statues here, but they're like fat lizard persons, just squatting, and they're surrounded by animal bones, mostly animal bones.
How dare you shame those lizard people for their bodies? How dare you?
What?
How dare you shame those lizard people for their bodies?
Look, I'm an ableist, man. Look at me. I got non-scale skin. I'm white. You know, I'm non-scale-abled. I'm non-scalable. I don't know. I'll go to Tumblr tonight and I'll figure out why I'm a horrible person there.
No.
This dungeon level looks like
the what?
This dungeon level looks like a face.
Oh, yeah,
holy shit! It does look like a face. It doesn't look like a face from what I drew.
Almost looks like a robot face.
We should go and make sure that this does loop around, because I feel like there's an explored area somehow.
Sure, why not?
There's a
He wants to make sure it loops around.
It does loop around, but the stairs that go down this side, there are no stairs that go down this direction. They are of they're lizard folk warriors, but they're not like at the ready to fight. They're like holding their clubs over them as if they're standing in like they're guarding, and they also look like they're skeletal.
So, which staircase to go down?
There isn't a second staircase, I thought.
There is. It's
See, again, you need to draw.
I thought when I said there's another set of stairs that went down.
Oh, you said there wasn't another set. That there was just there were just statues there.
Oh no, there is another set of stairs. With this time with a different set of statues.
Can't stop seeing that face.
Now, I can't stop seeing the face now that you guys said it. God damn it.
Should continue the body.
Well, yeah, if you put a bomb here, you'll hear the Link music, and then you can go down to his body. And when you get to his butt, that's where the big treasure is.
What did the stakes in the other hall look like?
Yeah. Oh, they're like squares, but they're kind of coiled upon each other. I could just imagine like the
they're not smooth rounded as they're coiled. They're more like squared, like they're geometric stylized, like they're
stone.
Yeah. I mean, from what you could tell, they're made of stone.
And these ones are like skeletal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, body shaming again, just because they have an eating disorder.
Look, I took the shitlord test. I'm a shitlord with 197 points.
No, I think we should go down this one because, I don't know, we're here.
Okay. You're not up.
She got up again, so just wait till she gets back, because I'm gonna have something happen. I don't know what's with the other guy in the Friday night. We used to do Game World games on Fridays. I don't know what's happening with that, but if he doesn't want to, if he's the face of the earth, we can always do something else. We could do a little Dungeon World game and take your golem for a spin if you want.
Okay.
Because that's honestly the best way to test out a class is to actually play it. Like we used to do playtest games, then we didn't have a lot of time. We did a skeleton playtest, a mummy playtest, a pirate playtest. That's why I'm doing all the Sundered World playtest stuff. Is just to see how things actually work. And actually, one of the guys that we played with, he can't play for a couple weeks, maybe more. And another guy, he had to leave early last night. We don't know what happened, but it's when I asked him today, it was Matthew. I said, "Are you able to play today? If you can't, you don't got to explain anything." He just said, "I can't. I'm sorry." So I'm guessing something really bad happened last night. We don't know what, but we only know on the internet, so it's my place to pry. But if he can't make it anymore for some reason, then we'll have a opening on our Wednesday night games.
Okay.
If you want to get into like a long campaign. So I'm assuming you're going down the stairs.
Sure.
Followed by May.
Mm-hmm. May the Fae.
As you're going down the stairs, May needs to make a intellect perception roll.
Okay.
Okay, so she is struck from behind and goes tumbling down the stairs. She takes a whip. And when you and Angus turn around, you can see that there is a folk. He's got like a the whole turtle shield and the club, and he's decked out in and the reptilian skin is draped over himself, and he's got a whole like alligator skull helmet, and he's charging on the stairs at both of you.
Oh boy. Well, I'm in next one.
Well, you guys can. So I kind of got caught up in the first encounter, but there's supposed to be an initiative to this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was thinking that I don't know if I should use it or not, though. It's basically you guys roll your agility versus the monster's attack stat, and it's kind of like a Numenera in the sense that if you roll above the attack stat, then you go first. You go before it does, and the order doesn't matter.
Well, maybe we try that next time.
Well, it was a way to avoid, because the last encounter we played, it kind of went back and forth. I have no idea how often, because it should be like, you go, John goes, me go, you go. So I guess let's give that a shot and roll your agility plus perception.
Everybody?
Yeah, and you want to get a 7 or higher.
Agility plus perception, huh?
12.
Yeah.
2.
Who's that for?
That's for May.
Well, of course, she's tumbling down the stairs.
And then, okay, so.
Lay it over here.
And 7.
Okay, so who got a 7 or higher?
Vanilla.
Then Fenella goes first.
Okay, she's going to, I guess, brace for the.
Well, I mean, she can attack.
Oh, then she will attack.
Yeah, you don't have to use her. You only get one action per round, so you don't have to use it to. I guess actually you could use defense to gain a bonus die. Oh my god, that is insane.
14.
You hit it, and it's its turn now. It's going to attack Vanilla since she hit it. So give me a roll.
To defend?
Yep. You won't beat this one. 15.
8 plus 6. I could.
You could.
13.
Son of a... Yeah, it's a block. Angus or May, one of you two gets to go next.
We'll let Angus go. May's still recovering.
I'm gonna with my.
I imagine her like Homer Simpson, just like ow,
I'm gonna hit it with my hammer.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
10.
That's a hit. It's got 1 win left. What is May doing?
May are gonna hit it like there's no tomorrow.
Fire away. Hit it with your best shot.
Oh. 13.
That's a hit. I'm thinking I can up the defense on these monsters. I gave them all a defense of 5.
Ooh, maybe a little more.
I'll up it to
Well,
6.
we are kind of. I mean, maybe you've been upping a few things on the characters as well. So.
I'm just going to go through some of these things really quick. And
I gotta make sure he's going down. Okay, he did.
okay, so yeah, that you explode its head. You can kill it in whatever fashion you think is most morbidly morbid.
She explodes his head.
Okay, that's what I said.
How does medicine work?
That is for using if you're poisoned or diseased. That can do that. And also if your hero is taken out of the fight, you got to make an intellect plus medicine roll to revive them, kind of like the Descent style. But I'm wondering, the idea with that is that it starts at a difficulty of it's 7 or 9, and then every time you do it in the same day, you have to it increases by 2. So like if you get knocked out, it's difficulty 7. Then if you get knocked out again, it's 9. So it becomes harder and harder to revive the character.
Oh, okay. I took it thinking I could.
Well, it is useful against poisons and diseases, and also if you want to know how a body was killed, you can examine it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not every skill is going to be useful all the time. I guess also to know if certain things are poisonous, although survival would also fill that. So he is dead. Now
We're gonna continue down the stairs.
okay. Down the stairs, the hallway extends to it goes to the right, and there is a door. There's a stone door. It looks like a snake coiled. I'm not gonna. It's a hallway. The snake door. It's circular. It like coils all the way around to the very center where there's a snake open inside of it. In the middle of the door.
In the is it locked?
Well, it looks like a desk. It's locked.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay, give me a. Well, you know the drill.
I'll use no. Four.
You don't see the trap.
The trap?
I know what I said.
Is there a door handle or anything?
Or
The only thing you can see in the door is there is a open the snake's mouth. It coils all the way around to the middle, and in the middle is its head, and its mouth is open.
is this
Right.
how big is it?
Big enough to you can put your hand inside of it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Vanilla will do this.
Okay.
Put your hand in.
Put your hand in. You can feel there's a lever in there.
I will pull that lever.
Well, when you go to pull it, it won't move, and when you, but then you realize it can be turned to the left or to the right.
Oh. Oh.
Which way?
Mm,
Which way, indeed?
right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you pull it right, and the door starts to slide over,
Yay.
also to the right.
Good.
Nothing bad happens.
Yay. So what if I would have pulled it to the left?
It would have the fangs, and it would have bitten down. And
I figured we were taking so many lefts, you might have chose left. So.
no, there's a whole sunrise, sunset.
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And in here, you see that there are there's alcoves all over in this room, and you can see that there are lizard folk skeletons just piled in alcoves.
Well, you know what that means? Grave robbery. I look around. Is there anything valuable in the skeletal masses?
Yeah, will give me a perception plus hint. I'll rummage about the room.
Perception plus int?
Yeah. And I'm going to look on the treasure table.
7.
That's enough. Actually, if you guys all wanted to search the room, you would all roll your dice. And then, and then pick the two.
All
dice.
our intellect and our perception. Okay. 11 for May.
Okay.
And then. And 6 for Vanilla.
Well, what's the two? You gotta pick the highest dice results.
I have a 6.
It would be 11 and 7.
No, I'm saying the two highest dice results. Like you got a 3 and
I got an 8 as my highest. She got a 3 as her highest.
Okay, so 8, and then what did you get, Angus?
I have a 6 and a 1.
Okay, so 8 and a 6, you got 14.
Interesting.
Well, like I said, the thing is, if you guys are one person looking, keeping a watch for anything creeping up on you. But now roll on table.
I thought that was for the treasure table.
Well, that's to see if you guys find any treasure, and you did. So I need a D8.
I have all the D8s.
So
if you have an iPhone, apparently you can ask Siri to roll dice for you.
13, 96. So you find 720 silver pieces worth of various. There's lots of weird fetishes and like bone necklaces and wood masks and stuff in here. But you do find some various gold and turquoise, like bracelets, amulets, earrings, cock ring, to the tune of 720 silver pieces worth of assorted objects that you think someone would actually buy from you.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it since it's just a play test. I just figure I would be looking for gold.
Well, it's good to see, like, also, like how that works out. Like, if you guys find a good chunk of cash or whatever. I mean, I don't just want to, like, pull treasure rolls out of my ass, and then, when people actually play, they're like, oh my God, we're like in a campaign. The players walk away with millions of gold in the first adventure, or they get nothing.
Okay.
So I think 720, for a crypt isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
But when you claim the treasure, there's a rattling of bones as 6 lizard folk crawl out of their graves.
Really?
Yes. And they attack. So initiative again.
Okay, hold on.
Right.
Okay.
There's agility or in perception.
It's initiative is agility plus perception. What I want to do is make like talents for like the fighter, where they can use their might or something for instead of that, just to like give you a perk to so you don't got to bump your agility to go faster.
Gotcha. I got a 5.
That's actually enough to go first. Their attack is only 5.
May got 6 and Fenella got 7.
Okay, so everyone goes first. You guys, and you can go in whatever order you deem fit.
Where are they in relation to us?
When you try to leave, they crawl out, so all 6 of them are standing before you.
Oh, okay.
And there's no opportunity attacks. There's no things that you can, if you want, you just charge up and smash one. If you want to, you're not going to have to dodge a bunch of attacks to get close to one of them.
Okay, Fenella will hit one.
Okay. The important thing is that there are 6 in here.
14.
14. That's so okay. So Fenella smash shatters one. Oh yeah. If you use a blunt weapon, you add an extra d6 to your attack pool.
Well, I'm not. I have spare.
So, Angus, did you want to do something?
Yeah, they're skeletal.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they armed or are they just using claws?
They're armed. They rose wielding whatever weapons they were buried with. So it's more of those elegant clubs, and then a couple spears.
Okay. I'm gonna move over to the nearest one. Stuff my torch in his rib cage so I can see, and then rip off his weapon arm.
Okay, give me a I guess a might plus athletics roll.
Eight.
Okay, so you rip it off, and were you trying to kill the skeleton doing this, or are you just trying to take his weapon away?
No, I want a mobile source of light while I go fight the rest of the skeletons.
Okay, so you jam your torch in his rib cage, you pull the weapon arm off, and then when you turn around, there are the other 4. 2 are gonna attack you, and 2 are gonna attack Fenella.
Okay.
So give me some defense.
Just one defense?
Well, no, 2 different rolls.
Okay. I got a 5 on one. And a 10 on the other.
Okay. You are fine on both counts.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ew, I only got a 6.
That's still fine.
Okay. Did I need 2 rolls or 1?
2 rolls.
Oh, all right.
I'm actually thinking I should do it.
Then an 8.
Okay, 8 is also good. What I'm thinking of doing instead is making it so if a group of monsters all gangs up on you and attacks you, the defense roll just gets harder. So one skeleton is 5, but then this 2 skeletons is 7.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
But if they hit you, it's just 1 damage still. It just makes it that way. If you're fighting 10 goblins, all that means is that you're guaranteed to get wounded when they attack, not roll 10 different. I think that's a better idea. But we'll do that next time.
It does sound better to me too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that way you fight a whole horde of goblins. I mean, I feel like if you have to roll like 10 different defense rolls, that'll take a long time, and that's I guess that's realistically you'd probably get killed really quickly, but I think it's more heroic to just like, okay, you got to roll like a 16 to dodge, and that's probably not going to happen. So you're gonna slowly get whittled down over time.
May's turn.
Yes.
10.
Okay. So she kills another one. So there's 4 left. And we start back at the top. Or actually, no. Oh wait, make sure I go on first. So we're starting around over again. So now it's Angus or Vanilla, whatever, or May, whatever wants to go first.
I will.
You can do it.
I'll turn to the nearest one that isn't the one that is holding my torch, and smash it with my hammer.
Okay.
And you said I get an extra d6 for using a bludgeon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 12.
Okay. You smash another one. Vanilla?
9.
Okie dokie. That kills another one, so there's like 2 left.
May. Right. Not as strong as you thought it would be, huh? Oh, 13.
Okay. And then there's this one left that's missing his arm. He claws at you, Angus, but he really isn't capable of doing much to you.
We could take him around, like a pet.
Yeah, no, I pull off his other arm.
Sweet. Tie a rope around his neck or chest or something.
Oh god, are we Walking Dead now?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, he can hold our torches.
Yeah.
So you yank him his other arm, and so now he's just trying to bite at you.
Rope
Yeah.
his jaw.
I break off the lower. I break off the lower jaw.
So now you got a skeleton shambling after you. He's still trying to bite you, but he's he can't do anything. He can annoy you.
Yeah, well, when the torch runs out, I'll jam another one in there and light it.
Yeah, well, yeah, he'll follow you around, like pecking at you.
Nice.
Excellent, because you want the light at the back anyway.
So, like he'll follow you around.
Well, at least until we get to town, because there's no way that's gonna fly.
So that was basically the last room that we could have.
No, there's one. You didn't go down the snake stairs.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah.
I was talking about this area.
Oh yeah. There's no other room that you can see down there.
Okay, then down to the snake stairs we go.
Come, Wiggles, I say to the skeleton behind me.
He
Peck, peck, peck,
yeah,
peck.
He's gonna get you when you go to sleep. He's gonna sit on you or something.
Take your eyes out.
He's gonna keep. If you won't get any sleep with him, I mean, he's gonna keep doing that.
I'm just
Oh,
and then go to sleep.
He'll be dead by then. I just need someone to hold my light.
And you gotta go to the bathroom.
There's gonna be no privacy there.
Yeah, no privacy. Going through the you're going through the snake stairs.
Yeah.
Down the snake stairs. Yeah.
Okay.
But wait, are you sure there's no traps down this set of stairs?
I can check again, can't I?
Did you already check?
I checked the statues.
That area, when you check.
Fine.
Well, because my plan was to just kick Wiggles down the stairs and let the traps hit him.
You could.
That's a sound plan.
Just have.
Yeah, so once Wiggles is in the proper position, I pull my torch out of, or no, actually, this will work better if I leave it there. I tell him that, you know, he's been a good torchbearer, but now I need him to be a trap finder, and I kick him down the stairs.
He does the Wilhelm scream as well.
Wilhelm?
So since
it's usually a move.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So there's a torch.
So yeah, he goes climbing here.
What do we
Oh,
see?
what was that?
Well, there's a torch inside him. So what do we see?
Yeah, he goes tumbling down the stairs. He clatters apart, and it's another passage that turns to your right. But but otherwise it's the same. You know, cracked, crumbling walls. Floor looks like it's a little damp. You're deeper into the ziggurat. That's deeper in there. So, but you don't see anything down there.
Okay.
There's nothing that in reaction to him.
Okay, I go down.
I follow. And me.
Okay. The passage, it's another short passage, and there's an opening at the end that turns to the right, so it's like it's kind of hooking back around, but it's the only way you can see to go.
Okay. Is Wiggles still alive? I mean, undead?
No, he fell apart. He fell apart when you booted him down the stairs.
Oh. All right, well, I pick up my torch and relight it if necessary.
I guess we're going to the right. Oh. Excuse me.
You walk down there, and when you go around, when you go to the next opening, you come into a small, well, it's a pretty spacious chamber. There is a pool of water in here, and there's some alcoves that are full of stone bowls. There's a mortar. There's a basin also full of water, and there's like mummified and turtles, and there's like an alligator skin rug around. Looks cluttered and lived in.
Is there any other doors?
There's a set of stairs that goes down that leads out of it.
Okay.
Around it's another circular door, but there's no. It's like a circular tunnel that you went through before.
Mm-hmm. But there's no door.
There's no door blocking it, but there is a skeleton of a snake that circles around it.
Oh.
No.
Well, can we search for anything valuable in here?
No.
Oh.
No, you can't. I don't know if you want to.
Which would be
Plus perception.
9.
Okay. Who's doing the searching?
Me.
Okay. You find she finds a variety of concoctions that she's not too sure about. She's not sure what they'll do. In addition to that, she also finds.
You mean some potions, basically.
She finds in the pool. In the pool, there is a lizard folk skeleton, but it's kind of like looks like it's been kind of crumpled down in the water, and there's this big gold amulet. It's not an amulet. It's one of those I don't know what they're called. Like you see them on Egyptian things, where it's like this big collar.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Collar that looks like it's worth more than everything else you found in here combined. And
I checked for traps.
Yeah, that scepter has our names written all over it. So where to say?
And then you find like It's a dagger that looks like it's made from a snake's fang that's been set into a golden pommel. And it's,
I'm gonna check for traps around the pool.
Okay, give me
Another one.
Yep.
11.
You don't find any traps.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab the necklace then.
Okay, who's actually got the necklace?
May.
Okay, so she grabs it, and then the skeleton grabs her
Gosh dang it.
and tries to pull her in. So she needs to make a might plus athletics.
Can Vanilla help?
Yeah, she's close by. So both of you roll your might and athletics.
Might. Athletics for her. Okay, and then D68. And do I
got
take
the two highest?
That would be 6 and a 5. That's 11.
Okay, so you manage to pull her out, and then there's an explosion of water as the skeleton rises out of the water, and it's almost like the water is kind of carrying it. And he holds his hand out at you, camping. So let's roll some initiative.
You cookie.
Dun, dun,
Not
dun.
Jillian. Ooh, 3.
9.
Okay, 9 is what is needed.
And 3 and 8. Oh.
3 and 8. Okay, so if you got a 7 or higher, you go first.
That's
Yay.
Angus.
Go, Speed Angus.
I am going to stride forth and mash the skeleton with my hammer.
Okay. As before, you get a plus D6.
Okay. All right. 9.
Okay, that is a you hit it, but it feels like it's much more resilient to your attacks. Wait, no, never mind. That's something else. Okay, so yeah, you and it starts making this sibilant hissing noise, and you see these tendrils of water lash out against you.
Uh-oh.
And they're it almost looks like an octopus made entirely of water, and so the water, like, they coil around you, they flow into your nose and your mouth like they're trying to drown you.
Yeah. Oh, man. Some kind of weird hentai scene. I'm going to try and get out of this. Back away from the water, I guess.
Okay, so might then plus athletics.
Oh, 6.
That's when you're starting to drown, so you take another wound. What is Fenella doing?
She is going to go after him.
Okay.
For 7.
That is a hit.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Just barely right.
Just barely. What is May gonna do?
Going to hit it as well with her magic. With a 11.
May can she can sense that when she hits with her magic, but it seems to be very resilient to her magic. She still hits it, but
Okay.
it looks like she had to, it took a lot more of her will to force the magic
You mean
through.
as in she has a higher, so in terms
Its
of the,
defense is higher
for
against
her?
magic.
Yeah, I got it. Okay,
So it's harder to wound.
got it.
It is now Angus's turn.
Ah. All right. I try and hit it again.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not. I got a 5.
Nope, you're trying to hit it, but you're feeling your consciousness slipping away as it tries to drive the water further in and drown you. Make another might plus athletics to escape.
Yeah, 14.
Okay, you managed to you managed to tear the tendrils. Like they feel solid to you. You managed to tear them off of you, and you're retching up water. Mechanically, this thing it's 7 to resist it normally, but if you use might to resist it, it's 9.
Huh.
Like it's I'm trying to differentiate like certain attacks. Like if you try to block like a giant attacking you, if you use might, it's harder to deflect or push like force your way past. But if you use agility, it's easier. So like for this thing, it's easier just to dodge its magic attack than it is to try to just endure it. It's on Melissa's turn, and I gotta wait for her to get. I'm gonna roll for her. So
Okay. So Fenella
yeah,
is hitting.
or May, either of them can go.
Oh, Fenella. 10.
Okay, you destroy it. The water splashes to the ground. The bones spatter to the ground.
Cool.
And you claim it 7 silver piece, golden jewel encrusted collar, of which I don't know what that's called. Maybe I'll look it up later tonight. And now there's one more area.
We shall go down the stairs.
You descend the steps.
We have
The what?
No, but I was using a fancy word for going down.
Oh, what did you say?
Abseil? I think it means like using ropes, but like
So
repelling.
So you fancily just go down the stairs, and this tunnel is entirely circular shaped. And when you get to when you exit it, you come into a room. It's a circular room. There is it's flooded with like a shallow pool of water, and in the middle of it is a stone snake clutching a giant ruby in its mouth.
Ooh.
Well,
Check the traps.
And also surrounding it is a pile of lizard folk bones. And the water in here is actually, when you get close to it, you realize it's not the torchlight, but the water is actually just more red, like it's a mixture of blood and water.
I have 3.
You don't find the trap.
Oh, of course not.
excellent. I smashed that ruby out of the snake's mouth.
And when you do, in an unprecedented maneuver, the statue comes to life and tries to kill you.
No!
It is
snake?
unprecedented, yes. So initiative.
Oh, that's a joke. Sorry.
8.
4. And it's, what is it, a perception plus agility, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. There we go. And 7. Okay, 4 and 7 over here.
Four and 7?
Yeah. For
Okay, it goes first. It tries to
well, what did John get?
I got an 8.
Oh, it goes first.
Okay.
So it tries to it lunges forward much much more quickly than you would have expected, and it tries to snatch you up in its jaws.
Who?
Angus.
Oh.
Because he went up and took the gem.
Oh, okay.
Is it still made of stone or is it fleshy?
Yeah,
now?
it's still made of stone.
Okay. Well, I got a hammer. I'll just try and smash it.
Well, it's going first. You gotta avoid its attack.
Oh, yeah. I will try to get out of the way without using might.
Okay, so roll agility plus armor.
Ew. 8.
It hits you. And now anyone else can go.
Well, Angus, you want to take a swing at it?
Did I take any damage?
Yeah, you took 1 wound.
Yeah, I will take a swing at it.
How many wounds are you at, Angus?
I've taken 3, so I have 1
Okay.
left.
Oh, he did not take the toughness talent.
Probably not.
I will try and hit it. So, do I get a bonus for using a bludgeoning weapon against this, or no?
I want to say not against a stone thing. I think a piercing would be, like a pickaxe would be better suited.
All right, I got a 14.
Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. So you smash into the side of its head. What is Fenella or May doing?
How about May? May will try and hit it with her magic.
What did you take for your talent?
I have Fey Hunter, Detect Magic, and Evoker.
Ooh.
So I get the plus the D6, and that's why I've been hitting so hard with my
God.
magic.
Okay.
I hit basically the same as I would with my lighter. 8.
That is not good enough.
Well then, Fenella.
Okay.
With a 7.
Nope. It is going after Angus again.
I will try to defend well with might this time because, yeah, I'm gonna try and hold my shield up. And
The
keep
difference is it's 9 to defend, but 11 versus if you use might. So I guess keep that in mind. I don't know how different your agility is with your might.
Which one is harder?
It's if you use might, it makes it a difficulty of 11. It's only 9 if you use something else.
Okay. All right, I will try to use agility then. So, armor.
And Melissa has been replaced with a cat.
Right. I got a 7.
And Angus goes down. Will Fenella and May kill
Really?
a snake? Yep.
Okay. Well, Fenella's gonna go first.
It's up to you.
9.
That's a hit.
Yay!
And now May.
That's more like
That's more like it.
yeah, 14.
Okay. And it's going to attack Fenella now.
Okay. It's 2.
Since I'm assuming Fenella's in melee and May is far away. It's pretty dumb.
So it's attacking Fenella.
It's second Fenella, yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna might and and do
Okay.
block or whatever. With a 9.
Hit. So Fenella takes a wound. Oh, you guys will probably kill with that zone.
So now either of them go.
Yep, that works.
Where did my aha? Find it under all the fur. So that is Fenella. Ooh, that's much better. 14.
Okay. And we'll May finish it off.
8. 9?
Yes.
Yay!
Just enough.
And she has medicine. Maybe.
Yeah, you will revive Angus, and you both cleared out the ziggurat.
Cute.
That's a prolonged dungeon crawl. I think that went pretty well. How many wounds did Fenella have left?
2. She only got hit once earlier, and
Okay.
she had 2 left. And May was, only had 1 left too.
So that was
you said
2,
there's
3, 4, 5. Like that's like about 6 encounters, plus a trap, plus a couple traps.
You said there's no way to die even if you lose all your wounds, so I didn't really feel a need to.
Well,
cautious.
the way you would quote unquote die is if like say, like let's look at this. Okay, so if you let's say Fennel with the snake, right? Let's say the snake headbutted Fenella out, and then it's just down to May, and then it picks off May. If none of you guys have any wounds left, well then you're obviously you're not dead, but you're not conscious. Like you can't just get back up on your own. So if Fenella had kept missing against the snake, then it would have killed her.
Right, but barring a TPK, there's no way to die. So I didn't feel like I needed to hold back.
Well, I wouldn't want you to. If you're playing a fighter, I wouldn't want you to feel like you have to, tiptoe around fighting. Like you should feel like you're tough enough to. You should feel like you're tough enough to take on
something like that.
Yeah, and not because really the levels in this game they're like Dungeon World where it's not like D&D where you don't gain points every level. Your wounds don't change, so the game has to account for the fact that you can't just keep getting more and more wounds, so you keep taking more hits. Like fighting the dragon at 10th level, the difference is that you might have, but you're not going to be able to list 10 times as much punishment.
I'm sorry, you went robot voice there.
Oh, so the idea is that you the only way you can win your like right now is if you're a dwarf, you can take the dwarf ability that gives you 1 wound, and then there's a fighter ability that lets you gain 1 wound as well. So you can have up to 6 right now. And it's like Dungeon World where you don't just every level you don't gain a bunch of hit points. So in Dungeon World, fighting a dragon at level 1. The difference is that at level 10 you might be doing a little more damage, but you're not like 10 times as tough as you are at level 1.
Yeah.
But I do think what I could have changed was I think the monsters they might have been a little too easy to hit and dodge.
I think they're a little too easy to hit and not to avoid damage, given that I took 4.
Okay, no, that's actually a
No,
good
I do put myself into harm's way, so.
Well, but you're also not the tanky fighter version. The tanking fighter can have a massive defense pool.
I got a pretty big defense pool.
Did you take defender?
Yeah.
Oh, then okay, never mind. You are the durable dwarf. So yeah, maybe that the fact that you took so many hits, that's I guess things are kind of on par because you're the fighter build. It's supposed to be that's the hardest character to hit in the game is your type of character where you're rolling a D8 and 2D6 or whatever for your defense.
I'm rolling 2D8 and a D6 for my defense.
Are you using a shield?
Hold on. 2d8 and 2d6 for my defense.
Yeah, yeah. That's the biggest defense pool